Right, Disney Speedstorm Season 6. Under the Sea. The Little Mermaid. First impressions. This is the worst intro I've ever done, I think. Possibly the worst intro I've ever done. But this isn't the worst season so far, I don't think. After what was quite possibly the worst season in the game so far, Season 5, with the Frozen characters, which, be honest, didn't like any of them. You know, people have gotten the hang of Hans, people have gotten the hang of Kristoff. You know, I kind of enjoy Kristoff and what he do a little bit, but none of them are exciting. This season, however, fixes that quite a bit. We'll go into ranked multiplayer. We're just going to show off the new characters. Before I do that, though, the Season Tour is still a problem. Season Tour is still a bit of a problem. The first chapter is fine, just getting you acclimatized to the characters. That's fine. The problems start in Chapter 3, and it's not a problem of necessarily this specific chapter, but what it might mean for chapters going forward. What it might mean for, say, chapter 5, chapter 6, and so on and so forth. Because right now, it's asking for a level 15 Figment. The big problem with Season 5, outside of the characters not being that exciting, and the theme of it not really exciting me, I know it probably excited a lot of other people, didn't excite me, was the chapters were asking for ludicrous hoops for players to jump through. And it's not too bad here, like a level 15 Figment. New players aren't going to be able to do that. But if you've been playing the game since the beginning, you're fine. Still expecting people to have been playing the game from the beginning is, quite frankly, ludicrous. Asking for a specific character, unless if it's Mickey motherfucking Mouse, it's just a little bit scummy to me. And then this asks for Donald Duck, which I guess is more justifiable, but not by much. So yeah, the Season Tour is still a bit of an issue. However, I do think the game has done a few things right. Like, instead of having one season box where you can get shards for every seasonal character and the seasonal crew members, instead now there's a season box per character of that season. Obviously, when it comes to a season where there's 5 characters, even if there's a season that comes with 6 characters, this is going to be a bit more difficult. But what that means for this season in particular is you can just focus fun on whatever character you want, whatever character you feel like you're needing at the moment. And because Ariel and Eric are the two Golden Pass characters, I'm going with King Triton. I mean, I'd go with King Triton anyway because he's the brawler, and he's the better character.
You can dream it.
So far he seems pretty good. But I'll be honest. Every character from this season seems pretty good, and they seem like they'll all be viable in the higher stages of ranked. Ariel might actually be the best of the season. I haven't got Ursula yet, but
I can't believe Ariel talked me into this.
the race that you do with Ursula,
Take it easy out there.
First one there gets a parade, right? Here goes nothing.
I need to be faster than ever. I'll have to make
the race you do with Ursula, she seems pretty interesting, to be honest.
Yes, gotta try that again.
Yeah, every character this season seems interesting and has something different to offer. Like with Ariel, her
How embarrassing.
oh god, oh gosh.
Oh, not my best.
Oh, this is rough. But yeah, every character seems to have something special about them this season. And with Ariel especially, her... I'm gonna lose this. This is gonna be... Yeah, that was rough.
This will not happen again.
Yeah, Ariel actually has a skill that I really like how Ariel's skill works, actually.
Interesting.
The I'll show it off. I'll show it off when I get to Ariel, but now that I've actually got a 2-star Triton, I can actually show off.
No, there's no need to bow.
I can actually show off Triton as well. I can actually show off Triton properly. But I think of all of the characters that have come in this season so far,
Cheating is strictly forbidden.
I think they're all quite
First one there gets a parade.
matched.
Are there any jumps on this one?
Abu's gonna be so jealous.
This is where the real work begins.
I've read about this vehicle. Count us down.
If I had to say that Triton worked like anyone, he kind of works like Gaston. Jesus. Well, like, whoever he's directly behind. He's kind of similar to Elsa as well. If a much better version of Elsa. Or Jafar, actually. I'd say he's more like Jafar than anyone else. Yeah, I'm probably not showing him off the best.
Disappointing. Oh, yes. What is it knows? Step below. What?
I hope we end up getting the Atlantica track in the rotation today, so I can actually show that off. If we don't get it with any of the characters, I'll go into the season tour and show it off, because I think genuinely I think it might be the best one yet. Certainly the most open. I'll do one more race with Triton. Hopefully we get the W with Triton, and then I'll move on to Eric.
Strictly forbidden. Remember that.
You all have heard of me, haven't you?
Time to ride like...
I can do it. I know I can.
Deep breaths.
But yeah, I'd say Triton is like a better version of Jafar.
Got you. Shall we? This way. This way. Agreed. In the typhoon. What is how can it? So
Don't know.
help me. Make way. Step below. What?
Ow.
Shall we? Yes. Stop. Wind and tide.
Yeah, overall, I think this season's definitely starting off and shaping up to be that it's going to be certainly better than last season. I like the changes to the season box. Again, I'm a bit worried about the season tour being similar, if not worse, than last season. I kind of knew that it wouldn't be fixed straight away, but seeing that you need Figment this early is rough. Even at level 15, new players are not going to be able to get Figment that quickly at all.
This is appreciated.
Might do a little opening at the end of this. What I'm doing, if you haven't been watching my streams, what I'm going to do is hoard as many season tokens as possible, and then when I get to either when I get to 1 million or at the end of the season after the last season chapter, I'll then spend all of the I'll then do a big opening, and I'll probably do that as a video. Just opening a crap ton of boxes.
I can't wait to explore.
We'll do Eric next. I think Eric is interesting as well. All of the new characters are interesting. When I get Ursula, I'll probably do a video specifically on her, or I'll wait until the end of the season and I'll include what my impressions of her are at the in the final season video. But how you get her is actually different to how you would get the epic characters in other seasons, because she's not.
I have to do this.
Now I don't want any trouble. Cheating is strictly forbidden.
I'm deciding my own future.
She's not actually in the Golden Pass, where usually the epic racer would be. You just get her shards from the season tour. So yeah, that's Eric's charged activation, which is just sending out the ship. And it's kind of like Steamboat Mickey's, where it's got a trail. It's got a trail behind it. But obviously it's not attached to you. The normal activation is probably closer to what Steamboat Mickey is. Hopefully I get it again so I can show that off.
Yes. No way. Oh no. Let's go. Not today.
There we go. It's kind of like Lilo's. It's kind of like Lilo's a little bit, where it will actually slow you down a bit. At least on the first couple levels, it'll slow you down. So yeah, it's probably better to use the charged activation when you're behind, and then the normal activation when you're in front. Because it does give you a bit of a shield.
What happened?
Well, I can't do worse.
I know, we'll take a look at who I think is probably the best.
Look at this guy. He races, he drowns.
Did you know snowmen are natural?
What do you say I lead and you follow?
Where?
How may I be of service?
I can't wait to explore.
Oh, I
Oh yeah.
wait to see what's out there.
Well, I think it's probably the best racer this season. Ariel. As she should be. I mean, it's her movie. Again, I don't have... Oh, we've got the Atlantica track. Best track in the game, in my opinion.
Hey, is this the starting line or am I there?
Long way from Flowerhaven, huh?
This ain't the roller rink.
I'm rather looking forward to this.
I also really like the kart design. I think since Wally, Camelot have actually gotten really good with the kart designs. Well, they've gotten better anyway. And these ones actually look kind of unique. Alright, so with Ariel's unique skill, it will the normal activation will spawn these little thingamabobs, like bits of junk that she can pick up. And when you do the more you pick up, the more boosts you'll get for the charged activation. I didn't get to show that to show it off in that race, but I'll do another race with Ariel to show off what her actual skill is like, and what she actually do. Because I think it's probably the most unique skill in the game, because it's the first one that actually combines both the regular activation and the charged activation.
How does this thing work again?
And they both kind of feed into each other. This is what I mean by this track being the best in the game. Certainly the most cinematic, anyway. Damn it. you'll see as we're picking up, it only counts for 4, but when we do the charged activation,
Okay.
that will mean we get 4 extra boosts afterwards. Ow. So yeah.
Look at those.
Okay.
It's just a race.
So yeah, I think Ariel probably has the best, like, most interesting skill out of all of the characters
How do you put it on?
in the game at the moment. I definitely think she's the most interesting character of the new season so far. Again, Eve isn't out yet, and we don't, and not a lot of people have Ursula yet either. So, like, out of the 3 that most people have, she's definitely the most interesting. Let's take the Triton boxes. See if we can get any more. And we got 2 shards.
Thank you. It's so beautiful. Are you sure?
So yeah, those are my first impressions of Disney Speedstorm Season 6. I think so far it looks alright. The characters are definitely going to sell this season more than they did last season. I think last season it was more about the mid-season characters. Like, Wally coming to the game, I think, was the most interesting thing that happened last season. This season, it definitely is, like, the main seasonal characters are all interesting and all worth putting time and investment into. And it will probably get me back into doing ranked multiplayer. I need to get back into ranked multiplayer anyway. My seasonal coins are looking dire, and I need to build them back up for the next season anyway. So yeah, that's kind of everything that's in the season at the moment. Obviously, Eve's not out yet, but this is a good sign of things to come. And I was saying it back in Season 3, if the skills looked that good then, they looked that interesting then skills later on are going to start getting absolutely insane. And I think this is the start and I think even with Ursula as well, this is the start of the game really getting some insane characters coming in and some insane skills coming in as well. I just hope we get a buff to the regular skills. Like, I think maybe the disc could get a buff where you can throw like 2 in a row, or you know how in Mario Kart you can get like 3 shells. Maybe just do that. Like, you can get 1 shell, but you can also get 3 shells. Or here you can get 1 disc, but you can also get 3 discs if you're lucky enough. You get like one boost charge, or you can get 3. You know, or change the charged for the disc to, instead of being that it'll home in, just be that it will be 3 discs that you shoot. That might be more interesting, because the bomb's been buffed to now some characters throw 2 bombs instead of just the 1. So yeah, overall, good season so far. I'm a little bit worried about the season tour, but I'll get back to you on how bad that gets. If that gets as bad as last season, or if it manages to fix itself up and Gameloft figure out that this is not good. This is not a good thing that we're doing. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Base.